Save our landscape. No to pylons. Don't pylon the misery. Lined up on the road were 10 security guards, holding batons and wearing dark-visored helmets. They were facing off 30-odd protesters gathered on the verge, all chanting loudly. "Cable is stable! Pylons disable!" Tension thrummed through the air like power in the overhead wires. The doctor went charging into the middle of the crowd. The security guards did not react. "Lovely tune. Not sure about the lyrics," he announced. "Cable is stable? Bit obscure. You mean use underground cable to carry the energy instead of pylons?" "Course we do," said a large man, made larger still by several layers of woolly jumper. He had a bushy red beard and little hair on top. "They don't have to put up those steel monsters here." "Are you from Astrogen?" a woman jeered. "Flown in by company helicopter?" "Nah," said another. "Look at those clothes. He's got to be protesting like us." "Well?" a small wiry girl demanded. "Which side are you on?" "The people not getting hurt side. I'm the doctor, and I don't want to hurt your resident poet, but pylons disable? What's that about?" "Thinwood came up with that," the girl told him proudly. "It's good." The large, jumpery man blushed. It's just saying eyesores like that restrict the enjoyment of millions who come here to get away from technology and the rat race and all of that." "Some of us are locals," a woman said stoutly. "We're sick of Astrogen vandalising the islands and never being held to account. They think they're above the law." "Right. They've been building illegally all over the place." A tall man pointed at the construction workers still busy in the upper reaches of the new pylon. "And if those idiots don't climb down here within the next 10 seconds, we'll bring them down, along with their oversized mechano kit." No need for that," Thinwood said uneasily. "They're just working to feed their families. It's their bosses who need to listen." "Come on before the coppers turn up," yelled the Aberdeen man. "Bring down that pylon! Bring it down!" The protesters chanted as they surged forward. "Bring it down!" "Doctor!" Amy shouted, caught up in the crowd. She saw him hold up his hands as though to ward the protesters off. Then a waved placard struck him under the chin and knocked him to the ground. Thinwood stooped to try and help him, but was bowled over as the security guards jerked into sudden life, swinging fists and batons as they tried to keep the protesters away from the pylon. Amy found herself crushed up against the wiry girl, gasping for breath as she was forced towards the guards. She heard screams and cracks as blows rained down around heads and shoulders, and the crowd's threatening energy was fueled into full-on aggression. Through it all, the workmen in the pylon carried on with their work in a world of their own, as though they hadn't noticed a thing. Amy saw the Aberdeen man smash his way through the security guards onto the tarmac and swing a sledgehammer at the base of the pylon. The clang of impact rang out above the shouts and clamour. And then the man dropped out of sight, as though through a trapdoor. Amy gasped. One moment he was there, the next... "There's a split in the ground!" the local woman screamed, and fell straight through it. The shouts of anger turned to shrieks. Amy stared in horror as more and more people tumbled out of sight into a gaping zigzag in the asphalt. Amy grabbed hold of the girl beside her and hauled her off the road. Across the tarmac, on the grass beside the pylons, the security guards were pushing panicking protesters away from the pylon, defending it fiercely like animals guarding their young. But where was the doctor? "What's happening?" the small, wiry girl asked Amy, her dark eyes full of fear. "Some sort of earthquake?" Yeah, thought Amy, tearing her eyes away from the split in the ground, the sort that comes with no quaking whatsoever. With a thrill of relief, she saw the doctor was helping the big guy, Thinwood, get back to his feet, just behind the security guards. "Doctor!" Amy yelled, and he waved to her, his whole face lighting up, only to darken in an instant at the sight of the split. It lay between them, dark and gaping, impossible, impassable.